Good day to you, and welcome to Slow English Stories. I am glad you pressed play today. Today's story is called The Empty Fridge. It is an easy story for beginners at level A2. The words are simple, the sentences are short, and I speak slowly, so you can follow every part. This is the first story in a new little series. I call it Everyday Life Stories. These stories happen in normal places on normal days, with normal people. Today, we stay close to home in a small kitchen on a quiet Sunday. One gentle idea before we start. Don't try to catch every single word. Just relax and let the story come to you. If you miss a word, no problem. Listen now for fun, and listen again later for the small details. While you listen, notice these three words: fridge, shopping, and dinner. When you hear one of them, say it softly to yourself.
Okay.
Take a slow breath. Let us begin. The empty fridge. Noah lived in a small flat near the park. He was 28 years old. He worked at a busy office all week. He liked his job, but the days were long. On Friday nights, he was always very tired. Noah lived alone, but he was not lonely. He had good friends. His best friend was a man called Theo. Noah and Theo were friends from school. They laughed at the same silly jokes. One Saturday morning, Noah's phone rang. It was Theo. Good news. I am in your city today. Can I come for dinner tonight? I miss your cooking. Noah smiled. He loved to cook for friends. Of course, he said. Come at 7 o'clock. I will make something nice. Noah put down his phone. He felt happy. Then he walked to his kitchen. He opened the fridge to plan the dinner. And then he stopped. He looked inside. The fridge was empty. Well, almost empty. There was one old lemon. There was half a bottle of milk. And there was a small piece of cheese. It was very hard. That was all.
No vegetables. No meat.
No eggs. Nothing for a real dinner. Noah closed the fridge slowly. Oh no, he said out loud. I forgot to go shopping this week. He looked at the clock. It was 10 o'clock in the morning. Theo arrived at 7, so he had 9 hours. 9 hours was a lot of time. There was no reason to panic. Noah made a plan. First, he made a list. He took a pen and a small paper. He wrote, pasta, tomatoes, onions, garlic, bread, and some fruit. A simple pasta dinner. Easy and nice. Then he put on his shoes and his jacket and he went out. Outside, the sky was gray. It was not raining yet, but the air was cold. Noah walked to the supermarket near the park. He walked for 10 minutes. He felt good. He had his list. He had his time. But when he arrived, he saw a sign on the door. The sign was big and white. It said, "Closed today.
Sorry.
We open again on Monday." Noah stood still. Closed? On a Saturday? He read the sign 2 times. Yes, it was closed. Maybe there was a problem inside. Maybe the lights were broken. He did not know. But one thing was clear. No shopping here today. Noah did not give up. There was another shop. It was a small shop in the next street. It was more expensive, but it was open every day. So Noah walked there. The small shop was open. Noah felt happy again. He took a basket and started his shopping. He found the pasta. He found the bread. He found some apples and bananas.
Good.
But then he looked for the tomatoes. There were no tomatoes. He looked for the onions. There were no onions. The shelves for vegetables were almost empty. Noah asked the young woman at the desk, "Excuse me, do you have any tomatoes or onions?" The woman shook her head.
Sorry.
The vegetable truck did not come this morning. We have no fresh vegetables today. Noah said thank you, and he paid for his pasta, bread, and fruit. Then he went outside again. He had pasta, but he had no sauce. Pasta with nothing is not a good dinner for a friend. Now it was 12 o'clock. Noah felt a little worried, but he still had time.
He thought hard.
Where can I find vegetables on a Saturday? Then he remembered. The market. Every Saturday there was a small street market by the river. Farmers came with fresh food. How did he forget the market? Noah smiled and walked quickly to the river. The market was wonderful. There were tables of red tomatoes, green onions, and fresh basil. There were oranges, carrots, and big yellow lemons. The colors were bright. The smell was lovely. There was music, too. A man played a guitar in the corner. People walked slowly and talked to each other. Some children ran between the tables. A small brown dog slept under a chair in the sun. Noah walked from table to table. He took his time. He touched the tomatoes. They were soft and red and very fresh. He smelled the basil. It smelled like summer. He felt calm now. The morning was hard, but the market was easy. Here, his problem was gone. Noah bought red tomatoes, 2 onions, garlic, and fresh basil. He even bought some flowers for the table. They were white flowers, with small yellow centers. They were pretty and they were cheap. At one table, a young woman sold cheese. Noah stopped. He remembered the old, hard cheese in his fridge at home. He laughed a little. I need good cheese today, he said. The woman cut him a small piece.
Try it, she said.
Noah tasted it. It was soft and rich. Yes, I will take some, he said. Now his pasta would taste even better. An old farmer with a kind face gave Noah an extra tomato. For free, the farmer said. You have a happy face today. Noah laughed and said thank you. My friend comes for dinner, Noah told him. And this morning, my kitchen was empty. The farmer smiled. Now you have plenty, he said. Cook with love, and the food is always good. Noah liked those words very much. He kept them in his heart. Now Noah had everything. He walked home with 2 heavy bags. His arms were tired, but his heart was light. The sun came out. The gray sky was gone. On the way, he passed the closed supermarket again. This time, he just smiled and walked past it. At home, Noah started to cook. He cut the onions. His eyes cried a little, but he did not mind. He cut the garlic and the tomatoes. He put a big pot on the stove. The kitchen became warm. Soon, it smelled like a real Italian kitchen. Noah cooked for 2 hours, slowly and with love. At 7 o'clock exactly, the doorbell rang. It was Theo. Wow, Theo said when he came in. It smells amazing in here. Noah smiled. Sit down, my friend. Dinner is ready. Theo looked at the table. He saw the white flowers. He saw the warm bread and the good cheese. You did all this for me? He asked. Of course, said Noah. You are my old friend. Theo sat down. It feels like a restaurant, he said. Noah laughed. No, he said. It is better. Here, the cook is your friend. They ate pasta with fresh tomato sauce. They ate the warm bread and the soft cheese from the market. There were white flowers on the table. They talked for hours. They remembered their school days. They laughed at the same old silly jokes. It was a perfect evening. Late at night, Theo stood at the door to leave. Thank you, Noah, he said. That was the best dinner. You are a great cook. Noah laughed. Do you want to know a secret? He said. This morning, my fridge was completely empty. Theo's mouth opened wide. Empty? But the dinner was perfect. I know, said Noah. Sometimes an empty fridge is just the start of a good day.
The end.
That is the end of our story. Did you catch our 3 words? Fridge, shopping, and dinner. I hope you heard all 3. Now, let us look at 8 useful words from the story. For each word, I will give you a new and simple example. Word number 1, fridge. A fridge is the cold machine in your kitchen. It keeps your food fresh and cold. For example, please put the milk back in the fridge. Word number 2, empty. Empty means there is nothing inside. The opposite of empty is full. For example, my cup is empty. Can I have more tea? Word number 3, to forget. Noah forgot to go shopping. To forget means you do not remember something. For example, oh no, I forgot my keys at home. Word number 4, a list. Noah made a list of food. A list is words written one under the other. For example, I write a shopping list every Saturday. Word number 5, closed. The supermarket was closed. Closed means not open. You cannot go in. For example, the bank is closed on Sundays. Word number 6, to give up. Noah did not give up. To give up means to stop trying. For example, learning English is hard, but please don't give up. Word number 7, a market. Noah found vegetables at the street market. A market is an open place where people sell food and things. For example, we buy fresh fish at the market on Fridays. Word number 8, a secret. Noah told Theo a secret. A secret is something you do not tell other people. For example, can you keep a secret? I have a surprise for Mom. Great work. Now, let us play a short quiz. I will ask you 3 questions about the story. After each question, I will be quiet for a moment. Use that quiet time to find your answer in your head. Question 1. Why did Noah go shopping that day? Think about it. Here is the answer. His friend Theo was coming for dinner, and his fridge was empty. He had nothing to cook. Question 2. Why was the first supermarket no help? Take a moment. That's right. The supermarket was closed. There was a sign on the door. It said the shop opened again on Monday. Question 3. Where did Noah finally find fresh vegetables? Think carefully. Yes, he found them at the street market by the river. He bought tomatoes, onions, garlic, and basil. Did you answer all 3? Then nod your head and feel proud of yourself. Did you miss one? That is completely fine. Every time you listen, you understand a little more. Now, before we finish, here is the whole story again, in 1 short minute. Just relax and listen. Noah lived alone in a small flat. One Saturday, his friend Theo called. Theo wanted to come for dinner at 7. Noah was happy. But then he opened his fridge, and it was empty. So Noah made a list and went shopping. The first supermarket was closed. The second shop had no vegetables. Noah did not give up. He remembered the Saturday market by the river. There, he found fresh tomatoes, onions, basil, and good cheese. The market was busy and full of color, and Noah felt calm again. He went home and cooked all afternoon. At 7 o'clock, Theo arrived. They ate a wonderful pasta dinner and laughed for hours. And Theo never knew the funny secret. That morning, the fridge was completely empty. There. You have now heard the story 2 times. Notice how the second time felt clearer and easier. Each listen does that. Little by little, your English is learning to relax. Now I have a small question for you. Here it is. When a friend comes to your house, what do you like to cook? Tell me the name of the food, in English if you can. Even 1 or 2 words are perfect. Write it in the comments below. I love to read your answers and learn new dishes from you. If this story made you smile, please tap the subscribe button and the little bell. A fresh, slow story is waiting for you next week. Thank you for sitting in the kitchen with me today. Eat something nice, rest well, and I will see you in the next everyday life story. Bye for now.